country, this plot of ranch land near Dublin, Texas. But to a knowledgeable eye, there's much more.
I just see history. I mean, it's a beautiful place.
Banker Pat Leatherwood and other community-minded Dubliners are mapping out the forgotten fairways of the long-defunct Dublin de Leon Country Club golf course.
And I'm thinking that other old tee box could be right up here in these.
It's been at least 68 years since anyone walked these hills with golf and not grazing in mind. And it's all for a special event, a cow pasture tournament, to raise money and awareness for the opening of the Ben Hogan Museum in Dublin, the childhood home of the great golfer.
For years we wanted to pay tribute to Ben Hogan, and we wanted to do it in the form of a museum, and we felt like the perfect fundraiser was a golf tournament, and Dublin doesn't have a golf course, and so we were kind of set back on how to carry that out, and we were approached by the Estises that currently own the property where the course laid, and all the money is going to the museum, and we just hope that one day we'll have a top-notch museum that people from all over the world want to come and pay tribute to the golfer.
As a young pro, Ben Hogan returned to Dublin to play the course on a number of occasions.
My daddy told a story once about him playing out here and hitting a ball on the last hole, which was right up close to the clubhouse, and got off out behind the clubhouse and couldn't even see the hole, but he put the ball that close to it from blind shot over the clubhouse.
Wow.
And that's the only thing I remember about that.
The USGA Museum in New Jersey has one of Hogan's first trophies, from Dublin. Golfing records of the time were spotty, so it's unclear if the Dublin de Leon tournament was his first competitive success, but it was one of his first.
Well, this golf course was started it was in existence by March 1st of 1929. However, the clubhouse and the accoutrements of the club itself didn't come into existence until the summer of 1929. And it was here at least until the first part of 1942, when it was closed, probably because of the war.
Cow pasture golf tournaments are not exactly new, but they're always fun. This resurrection of an old golf course in Hogan's backyard will be no exception.
25.155.
The idea for this Fairway of Dreams was conceived by Dublin Chamber of Commerce President Karen Wright and Mayor Tom Gordon. The Dublin folks believe that if they build it, the museum, that is, golfers and tourists will come. The morning of the four-person team scramble tournament is replete with all the craziness and West Texas pomp an event like this demands.
You're going to have a blast, and you're raising money to help build the Ben Hogan Museum. I hope that this fall, as you watch that museum coming together, you reflect back on today, you think of the role that you played, you making that a reality, and you take a little pride in what you've done to make that Ben Hogan Museum become part of the Dublin community.
Who needs the mulligan?
How do you think that Ben Hogan might have approached this terrain and this course here?
Well, I think the interesting thing about Mr. Hogan was he virtually mastered the striking of the golf ball, so he was a tactician when it came to looking at a layout, finding the right way to do it, where to put the ball, how to play it given the particular conditions of the golf course. So whatever the venue, he is going to approach it in that type of fashion. So he would approach this venue like he would approach any other golf tournament and any other golf course, and strategically looking at where you position the golf ball and how you would play the golf course.
Beneath the fun of competing in a real-life cow pasture, the golfers are also aware of the legacy of the crunchy ground they tread. After all, it's August, around what would have been Hogan's 98th birthday. Temperatures will top 100 before the final card is tallied, but golfers and historians are nothing if not dedicated. Talk is already surfacing of making this tournament an annual contest. You see, some things are worth preserving.
I don't know, it's kind of overwhelming this morning, really. When we look at it, and this is probably the smallest it's ever going to be. It's going to just get bigger from here, though.
This tournament is celebrating the legacy of the late great Ben Hogan. Dublin has a unique claim to fame that nobody else in the world can claim, and that is being the childhood home of Ben Hogan. And this golf tournament is allowing the creation of the Ben Hogan Museum of Dublin that will allow the community of Dublin to celebrate one of their most famous citizens, Ben Hogan.
The golfers who competed this day were the first to play these lost links of the legendary Ben Hogan in nearly 70 years. But maybe they will not be the last. Time will tell on this Fairway of Dreams.